One of the things that pisses me off the most as a gamer is when a brand new game drops in price way too fast. Okay, let's say you've been hyped for a game for months. Maybe you even pre-ordered it or picked it up during launch week after seeing the reviews. It costs 70 euros, so you dive in. Perhaps have to deal with some bugs or even have to wait for patches to fully play it. But you're a loyal fan, so you can endure. You want it during the first weeks. Then, 3 months later, boom! The same game is now $19.99 on some random sale somewhere. This has happened to me multiple times, and at that point, I feel straight up betrayed by the publisher. I was the early supporter. I paid the full price. I took the risk on a half-broken product that you launched. And now someone who didn't care at all gets the polished version for next to nothing? Then some people say, well, that's just how it works. Wait for the sales next time, dummy. That logic sucks. Because if you're a real fan, of course you want to play the game at launch. You don't want the story to be spoiled by accident. You don't want to miss the hype playing it together with your friends. You don't want to sit on the sidelines waiting for 6 months, hoping for a sale that may or may not occur. Then people tell me, Daniel, some people can't afford the game at full price. Can't you give them that? Yeah, but the downside to this is that the loyal players are the ones who get punished. We get the overpriced buggy version. And the players that don't care just randomly buys it on a sales. They get the full great polished experience on a discount. And let's take this from the developer side. The actual value and self-respect for the game you made. Why are you selling your own game at indie game price just a few months later? Don't you respect your own game anymore? Perhaps wasn't as good as you promised? But there is actually one company who does this right, and you are not gonna like what company that is. Nintendo. They get this. When they launch a new game like Mario Kart or Super Smash, you know that the launch price will hold for years. That's respect for your own product, that's respect for your own developers, and it's respect for your fans. You as a customer can confidently buy day one and not be afraid to feel like an idiot within the coming few months. And perhaps the rest of the industry should focus more on self-respect and less on short-term profit.